Substantive question. I call the member for Perrine.
Thank you, Speaker. And my question is to the Minister for Gaming and Liquor Regulation. Minister, last month the government has allowed the approval of 50 pokies to be installed in the Grandview Hotel in Fairfield against the wishes of the local community. This is despite the Royal Commission into Family Violence showing a link between gambling addiction and family violence.
Order. I ask the member. I asked members to hear the member for Perrine in silence. I couldn't hear his question.
Thank you. My question is to the
member for
Minister
Yan
for
will leave the
Gaming
chamber
and
for a
Liquor
period of
Regulation.
half an hour. Member for Perrine.
Last month, the government has allowed the approval of 50 pokies to be installed in the Grandview Hotel in Fairfield against the wishes of the local community. This is despite the Royal Commission into Family Violence showing a link between gambling and addiction and family violence, and despite Darebin Council repeatedly requesting the cap on pokies in Darebin to be reduced. Minister, why didn't you step in and stop these pokies?
Order. Minister for Gaming and Liquor Regulation.
Thank you, and I thank the member for the question. It's taken 15 months for finally somebody to ask me a question. But I'm absolutely honoured to be standing here as the Minister for Consumer Affairs, Gaming and Liquor, and just recently as the Minister for Local Government. And I've got very big shoes to fill. In relation to the member's question, someone's phone. In relation to the member's question, it's in fact the VCGLR that makes those decisions, not me as the gaming minister. And it would be extremely inappropriate for me as the gaming minister to intervene in any decision that the VCGLR makes. In relation to what this government is doing, just recently, over the last few weeks, we've announced some very, very good measures in minimising harm, particularly related to gambling harm, in the community. And some of those measures that you probably know about, the member, is limiting FPOS withdrawals at venues, also prohibiting cashing cheques at gaming venues as well, also prohibiting inducement involving cashless gaming, also prohibiting the use of a credit card to purchase cashless gaming tickets or to put value on a cashless card. And we're also limiting cash. That's one of the most important tools to ensure that that harm minimisation is reduced in the community, particularly related to problem gambling. We're also looking at regional caps, and that's one of the things that Darebin Council, I know, would be extremely pleased about when we make that announcement over the next couple of days. No, and that's right. Darebin Council are one of those councils that aren't always easily impressed, but I'm sure that they will be with the announcement to be made over the next couple of days.
Order. The member for Perrine on a supplementary question.
Thank you, Speaker. Minister, you've stated that the particular approval of those 50 pokies wasn't your responsibility. But isn't it true that if you had reduced the cap on pokies in Darebin, as the Council has repeatedly requested over many months and years, these pokies would have been stopped?
Minister for Gaming and Liquor Regulation.
The answer to that question is no.